This is your wake-up call.
Wake the fuck up. The Breakfast Club, the show you love to hate. From the East to the West Coast.
DJ Envy.
Angela Yee.
Charlamagne the God.
The realest show on the planet.
This is why I respect this show, because this is a voice to society.
Changing the game.
You guys are the coveted morning show, but y'all earn that.
Impacting the culture.
They wake up in the morning and they want to hear that Breakfast Club.
The world's most dangerous morning show.
We in the mother, we in the This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed.
So you better have the same energy.
We want to hear from you on the Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, man, good morning. This is Russ.
Russ, what's happening, King?
Get it off your chest, Russ.
Nothing, man. Hey, man, let me first say, I've been listening to y'all since I was in 9th grade, right?
How old are you now?
I'm 23 years old.
Lord have mercy. Boy, we've been around too long.
Man, listen, I called y'all back when I was in 10th grade in high school, and Envy hung up on me because he couldn't get my name right.
Russ? I couldn't get Russ right?
Sounds about right.
He kept saying rough.
Envy's communication has improved a lot over the years.
Russ, this is too difficult. Hang up on
I
him.
think that's a lie, Russ, but go ahead, I'll let you live.
Right? But anyway, I remember what I was mad about back then. I was mad because, I'm from Baltimore, man. Y'all not on 92Q. So I was mad about that. But hey, Charlamagne, you know what I'm doing today?
Masturbating. What?
Nah.
Some things don't change.
Besides that,
What, sir?
I'm going to read your book, Anxiety Playing Tricks on Me.
Shook one. Yes, sir.
Exactly, because, I took a mental health day today, so I called out of work.
Oh, man. Listen, we got to do that from time to time. What you having anxiety about today, brother?
Man, Monday morning, I was on my way to a job interview, and I had crashed my car, man. That just ruined my week.
Damn. Well,
yeah, man.
Shake it off, my brother. I'm glad you're taking a mental health day today. Yesterday was a day that you should have, did some energy cleansing, man. Maybe take a salt bath, write down your long-term goals, manifest some things in your life, but you can still do that today.
Yeah, man, I'm a journal today. I'm going to get my feelings off my chest and, write it down, look back on this day, and I know it's not going to be a big deal, so, I'm just trying to push through.
I love this, my brother.
Russ.
I love how you living, King.
Have a good one. You be safe.
Hey, man, y'all have a good morning. Thanks for answering my phone call. This made me feel a lot better.
Hey, Russ, I'm going to put you on hold. I'm going to send you some more things to read. I'm going to send you Dr. Rita Walker, The Unapologetic Guide to Black Mental Health. That's one I recommend to everybody, man. I'm going to send you that.
If you can autograph that for me, too, that'd be
helpful. It's not mine to autograph, but I'll send it to you.
Oh, damn, man.
I got you, King. I'm going to send it to you.
Hold on. Right. Don't hang up. Hold on.
All right, I hang on.
You're on line 7. Hello, who's this?
Hey, DJ Envy, this is Uber Mike.
Uber Mike, what up, bro? Get it off your chest.
How you doing? Two things. First thing, I thank you for sending us a shout-out yesterday, but I only got one problem. I don't like wait on people when I pull up. I don't like wait. You hit confirm, that means you're ready to go.
Nah, it don't. It don't, because I'm that type of person. Because sometimes Uber say they'll be there in 10 minutes, and it take 15 minutes, and I don't be waiting outside. So if I'm staying at a hotel or I'm doing something, I usually wait till you outside, and I start walking to you.
Okay, and then Angela Yee, when is Yee Day? I want to come to your Yee Day.
August 28th. I'm already starting. Yes, I've already been planning it. It's going to be amazing this year. I can't wait.
Okay, I'll be there. And last thing, I promise you, this is Charlamagne.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you know that fear we have when somebody pull up on side of you on the car?
Yes, sir.
That's the fear I got. That's why I don't like waiting. A car be pulling up along beside you. That fear we got.
Hey, it's called, you talking about the anxiety, but I'm going to tell you something. I couldn't be an Uber driver, bro. Dealing with all them strangers every day and random people jumping in and out, exchanging that type different energy with different people all day. Lord have mercy.
Oh, man, it's a blessing, man. I love talking to people, man. I have 10,000 pickups, man. It's amazing.
Okay.
And I read that story the other day, and it gave me anxiety for all the Uber and Lyft drivers about the young lady who got killed.
Yeah.
And she was begging for her life. She had 4 kids. Like, damn.
Yeah. Y'all have a blessed morning, man.
Yes, sir.
Safe out there, brother.
All right.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
I'm dialing. Hey, what you doing, man? I'm dialing. I'm calling you.
This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Yes, good morning. I just want to bring it to the attention of these gas station attendants. Why when you tell them to put one amount in your car, they put another amount? I told the gas station attendant to put $20 in my car, she put $40.
What?
A couple of months ago, I told the gas station attendant, put $20 in my car. He filled it up. He put almost 60. And you know
That's
what
what
makes
you say?
me mad because it's the language. It's the language.
Nah, ma, that's what you gotta say. Look, all I got is $20. This all I have. This is what I asked you for. They gotta give it to
on
you.
your card, though.
Oh.
It's on your card. So they already have your card.
Oh.
Right.
So something has to be done. And I don't know if it's, usually a lot of them don't speak the language. You're doing other things when that's happening. You're not paying no attention because you expect them to do what you ask them to do, correct?
Well, I think since this has been happening to you a lot, just make sure that you extra pay attention now when you get gas. You don't ever want to act like Trump to people who don't speak the language.
Yeah, if it happened a bunch of times, you gotta start watching.
Yeah, but if you don't speak the language,
that's never happened to me.
What's the
always
point?
Say stop, bro. They get stopped. Stop. Everybody knows stop.
Clearly not.
Hello, who's this?
Hello, hi. Oh my God, I can't believe I got through. Good morning, Breakfast Club, and
Good morning.
Charlamagne.
Peace, Queen.
Thank you all for everything that you do. Oh my God, I just want to shout out all the U.S. Army veterans out there. I am a U.S. Army veteran, a part of mental health. I got out of the Army, and after 2 years of fear and doubt, I launched my boutique, Asha's House. The house is spelled Haus in German because that was my first duty station, and I launched it on Veterans Day last year. It hasn't been easy, but I'm finding joy through the process. And, basically my sister and I, we just made the choice to live consciously and to chase our goals and live intentionally.
That's right.
And so she also has a podcast. It's called Incommensurable Podcast, just pushing the idea that we all are unique and we have to think for ourselves always. And I just want to share with you. I'm so nervous, guys.
You have no reason to be. I love your mission statement. And by the way, that's not an idea that we all are unique. We definitely all are unique. None of our DNAs are the same.
Absolutely, absolutely. I want to share with you.
Your phone breaking up.
Is chopped up. Hold on a second, Mama. Hello, who's this?
Morning, this is Jerome.
Jerome, what's up? Good morning, man. Get off your chest.
Good morning, Charlamagne. Good
Peace,
morning,
King.
Ashley.
Good morning.
I don't know. I just remember a couple months back, DJ MB said you don't know no brothers with no cats, man.
With no what?
Cats.
Cats.
Oh.
Animals. Cats. But yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know, I have two cats and a dog. And the name's Ike, Tina, and Turner. And you can follow them on Instagram right now.
I love cats.
No, I don't mess with cats.
I'd rather have a cat than have a dog.
They're a lot more low maintenance.
Nah, dog protects the crib. That's
and cats make sure you don't have bugs or rodents. We grew up with cats in our house, though. We had 3 cats and a dog.
Nah, we never had no cats. We always had dogs.
My wife had a cat growing up.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with people who like cats.
My wife's parents.
I just said I don't know anybody. If I say I don't know, I just don't know any men with cats. That's all I said.
I don't know no men with cats.
What's wrong with being a man who has a cat?
Because
honestly, they are low maintenance. They are low
them.
maintenance. You could leave a cat in the house for like 3 days and they'll be okay.
Mike Tyson had a white tiger. That's the closest person I know that had a cat.
I don't know.
Let's shout out to all the guys with cats out there.
There you go. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes, indeed.
We have Dr. Lakeisha Holmon. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I've been so excited to get here.
Thank you.
And before we start, I really want to tell you all congratulations on everything that you're doing.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So you are the founder and CEO of the Village Market.
I am headquartered in the amazing city of Atlanta. I founded the Village Market to accelerate Black entrepreneurs in 2016.
What is it exactly?
The Village Market is a company that focuses on creating marketplaces, creating campaigns, and I also have a retail store at Punt City Market in Atlanta. But the purpose is upward mobility. I believe that cooperative economics in a real way should be tangible like that of Tulsa. And that's what I've created with the Village Market.
How did you get into that? What started you with that?
You know, it's an interesting career. I was a teacher for years. I taught in the Mississippi Delta. I'm from Mississippi.
How much do teachers make? We just had this
not enough.
It depends. I mean, not enough, clearly. But it
not
depends.
enough. But let me tell you, my first salary in 2004 was $27,000. Y'all, I thought I was rich, though. I was only 22 years old, but when you understand that now, that's not even a livable wage. Yeah. But I was teaching in Mississippi Delta $27,000 a year. Now, of course, you can cross state lines. Texas does pretty well. Of course, New York does well. And California does extremely well.
For teachers?
For teachers.
Oh, wow.
But well, compared to what, though? If we're comparing it to Mississippi, then it looks like teachers are being paid. But I don't think teachers are paid enough.
I love what you said about group economics being tangible. Isn't that up to us, though, to make it tangible?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's up to us. Everything is up to us, right? So we have an urgency at this time. Either we're going to be the answer or we're going to be the problem. And tangible means that we can open businesses that's cooperative, that when I opened the Village Market, it wasn't just me. I'm the founder of that. But now I represent thousands of businesses in Atlanta, outside of Atlanta. My retail store that I told you all about, the Village Retail, I gave over 40 businesses their first opportunity in mainstream real estate in Atlanta. So that's a cooperative retail store that's an incubator. So being on the shelves that people can actually shop from you. And so that's what it means for it to be tangible. I love accelerators. I have my own. I love incubators. I have my own. But there should be something at the end of that. Again, I'm a former teacher. Experience is the best teacher. I want to put entrepreneurs in a place where you can be in front of your customer, where you can make some real money.
Now, how can black businesses receive more funding for their businesses? I know it's very difficult a lot of times to get money and to raise money. So how can they do that?
I'm going to name some people that's doing it. Yes, tangible again. Collab Capital is based in Atlanta. New Voices Fund, I think they're based here in New York. Fearless Fund, Arian is doing a great job. But these are 3 funds, and no, there's more funds out there, but these funds are being led by black folk.
Is it easy to get the money, though?
No, absolutely, it's not easy to get the money. Absolutely not. I mean, that, again, it's not easy to get the money, but what has been easy for black folk? You know, either if we know the odds are there, but it takes some fearless people who are persistent enough and who wants to agitate the system to make sure that we get the money that we need.
I saw this stat, and it kind of blew me away, because when you think of Atlanta, you think that's like the black business mecca, right? But according to Prosperity Now, Atlanta's black businesses are valued at $58,085 compared to Latinx businesses at over $450,000 and white businesses at over $650,000.
That's crazy.
I don't even want to call that a gap. That's just
that is disrespectful. The why? I mean, because this country is built on capitalism. So anytime that there is wealth, there is a desperation of poverty. And that's, be it Atlanta, be it Mississippi, be it in LA, you're going to always see this gap. Now, what I do know that's true about Atlanta, if there is a city where black people can have upward mobility, Atlanta is the city for it. But when you see a pervasive wealth gap like that, we can't stay in our bubble of saying that it is the black Mecca. It's the city that can be the black Mecca. Because we also lead the country, one of the leading cities in the country that has the most black millionaires. And also, the generating of black businesses are now growing from that 50,000 to getting close to that 75,000, 100,000. But what that means, when you get to a place where you're making some real cash, it means you can hire folks.
Now, you also talk about, I'm reading the same studies that said approximately 28 days money stays in the Asian communities, 19 days in Jewish communities, 17 days in white communities, and just 6 hours in black communities. Why is that?
Can we start with
anything? Is that the reason why?
For commercial real estate, yes, right? So when these developers are coming into cities, we're not controlling what's being open. We don't own the land. Again, if anytime there is wealth, there is poverty. But anytime there is where we're in a place of constantly leasing and not owning, we have no true say-so of what's going to be open in those communities. But the circulation of the dollar is, overt racism again. You think about Tulsa, Oklahoma, when it was true that our dollars circulated in our communities. But what happened with upward mobility when we produced so many black millionaires, when so many black businesses were being funded, from insurance to teachers to the dude that cut your lawn to the guy that shaped up your beard, were all black folks. We were winning during that time, and then bombs were dropped on us, and this black city was burnt down. And there was no way, even though there was insurance there, they wouldn't even grant their insurance claims. So what happens in this country when black people began to accelerate, then literally the air is knocked out of us and we're pushed down further than where we were before we started. So that is why that number is persistent. It was created to be that way. But we have to know that that number is there. But we can't wait on other people to shop from us. There's enough black people in this country to shop from black people. But I do know that it's also amazing that other people are shopping from black folks too.
All right, we got more with Dr. Lakeisha Holmon. When we come back, it's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Dr. Lakeisha Holmon. Charlamagne?
Do you feel that black people supporting black businesses is growing?
Oh, absolutely. I think it's growing. What is really shifting rather than growing is that our consciousness is shifting. Mm-hmm. I think we're in a very special time. I wrote a couple weeks ago that I believe that we're in our renaissance, because when things are desperately bad, there's also something that's pervasively really good. Mm. And you hear more people now, not just talking about buying black, but you see entrepreneurs on the cover of magazines. When did that happen?
Right.
Yeah, when did that happen? And we're talking about people getting their valuations. We're talking about companies being acquired. I look at what happened with the Gathering Spot in Greenwood. Mm-hmm. Shout out to my friends Ryan and TK and what they did. That is black collaboration. Mm-hmm. But I think, though, we have to make sure that in our consciousness that buying black, hiring black, referring black is a part of our lifestyle.
And having grace. And the reason I say having grace is it's so funny. We talk about it all the time. How many times you go to McDonald's and they mess up your order? Or you go in, or the ice cream machine ain't working. But if you go to a black business and they mess up one time, you ready to go on Instagram and say, I'm never coming back. Like, people have to understand there has to be a learning curve as well, because this is new to a lot of us, especially when these businesses come.
Yeah, I mean, you think of, and grace is my word, so I'm happy you said that. You see how big I smiled. That's my word for the year. I think that's the word for our generation that we must have with black businesses, but we should have overall, even if you're a business or not, but just as the humanity of black people together.
Now, what is Our Village United?
That's my nonprofit. Okay. Again, when you start a business, then you think of like 5 more. Mm-hmm. I launched Our Village United actually in 2017, but I didn't get it going until the pandemic, when so many sole proprietors were applying for PPP loans and didn't get it. It kept me up at night. And I said, I need to create an incubator that's just for single operators, for that person that is just them. And so Our Village United focuses on a 12-week incubator. We graduated our 100 businesses since the pandemic about 3 weeks ago. But we provide full services for 12 weeks to entrepreneurs, and then they graduate into our incubator program, which means you're a part of the village now. But from CPA services, and we all know the tax season just ended, we make sure that they're in front and center. We also make sure, one of the things that I experienced, especially as my company began to boom, my anxiety spiked. Ooh. I found myself being more anxious than I ever experienced. Mm-hmm. And I made sure that Our Village United was paired with mental health services. So every entrepreneur that's a part of the village is then paired with Dr. Joy Beckwith, shout out for her, who is our licensed therapist on our staff, who works with these entrepreneurs in focus groups and also one-on-one, because I don't want us to have the wealth without the health.
Yeah, Sarah Jakes Roberts said, because I asked her about that, how come whenever you achieve something new or go to a new level, your anxiety starts to go crazy? And she said, because you're experiencing something new.
Absolutely.
And that's just how I embrace it. Like, it's not, because I feel like that's when the anxiety is expected.
Absolutely.
It's when the anxiety is not expected that causes you to have the panic attacks. But when you're trying something new, doing something new, yeah, you should feel that way slightly.
Yeah, and if you're the first one in your family, there's a lot of guilt around that. You're the person that got out. Mm-hmm. I'm from Mississippi. I'm one of the few people in my family, if not the only person, at least on my mother's side, who's deceased, who is doing the things that I'm doing. And there's a level of pressure to make sure that I'm looking out for my little cousins, that everywhere I go that I'm talking about Mississippi, talking about Marks and Batesville and Crowder, Mississippi, and in very affirming ways, because I know right now I have the mic, and the responsibility that when you have the mic, how you talk about your people, how you talk about your experiences.
Now we see that you hooked up with Michael Jordan Brand.
Yeah. And he invested in the OVU.
Yeah, tell us how you partnered with him.
That blew my mind. I personally think that Michael Jordan is the best basketball player to have ever played.
You'd be right.
I think I'm right too. Y'all agree? Okay. So when the Jordan Brand announced that they would be funding, I think 13 organizations. We put our name in a hat. I didn't know what was going to happen, but I knew that my team is incredible. I know that we're sharp. And so Michael Jordan, we found out last year that we were one of the 13 organizations in the country that is funded by Michael Jordan. And what they're doing is they get us money to do what we do well. They didn't ask us to change our programming. Is what you asked me earlier. Like, you need the money to be able to scale. And the Jordan Foundation say, here's the money. Y'all go ahead and do what you're doing and make sure you stay true to your core values.
So what's some of the next business moves you got planned?
Our partner, when you all visit Atlanta, make sure you stop by the Village Retail. But when you all come, right behind Punt City Market is the Beltline. And that is currently 2 million people frequent this place. Now, because of that, the surge in commercial rents have gone up. It is almost unaffordable to open a business there, especially if you're Black. I partner with Atlanta Beltline and the Condita Fund to open 6 more Black businesses on the Beltline. So that is putting 6 businesses in front of 2 million annual customers. That's averages about 350,000 people per month that they're going to be in front of. So we've got the funding to open these businesses, to build them out fully, to get them the technical assistance support. And when you all visit Atlanta, hopefully in July, you'll be able to walk on the Beltline with your family, but also shop from Black businesses.
Shout out to you, and shout out to Mississippi. My roommate in college was from Mississippi, LeVar Thompson. Shout out to LeVar.
LeVar is a good man.
You know you want to do it.
Thompson.
You know you want to do it.
Am I?
Crooked letter.
Don't do
it. Well, we thank you for joining us, Dr. Lakeisha Holmon. How can people get in touch with you if they want to get in touch with you?
Absolutely, especially for entrepreneurs. If you want to get in contact with us, it's thevillagemarket.com. If you want to open a business or if you have a business, product facing, you want to be in a retail store, that's a beautiful retail store, that's thevillageretail.com. And those who are going to be at Essence Festival, I'm very happy that we're working to curate their marketplace stage. So we partner with Essence. So I hope to see y'all there this summer. But villagemarket.com on all platforms. If you want to keep up with me, I do a tweet every now and then post it on Instagram. It's Dr. Key Holmon.
All right. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Angela Yee here, and if you want quality auto coverage for less, make the right call and go with the General Insurance. Call 800-GENERAL or visit thegeneral.com to find out how much you can save. The General Auto Insurance Services, Inc., an insurance agency, Nashville, Tennessee. Some restrictions apply.
It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with The Breakfast Club.
Talk about it.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. If you just joined us, it's Friday, so you know what that means.
It's Freaky Friday! And on this fine Friday, we're asking a simple question. It comes from Nick Cannon's daytime talk show. Salute to our good brother, Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon calls himself a pickleologist. All right? He has several different ways that he likes his pickles. Let's listen.
So next we've got the pickles, and the pickles are having a big moment right now.
They call me Nickel Pickle. I'm a pickleologist. I like pickles.
Yeah, you like pickles.
Cucumbers and pickles. I'm with this.
You're with this. So the first thing we got here is the snickle. Do you know what the snickle is?
I'm all about the snickle. You take a snicker and put it in the middle of a pickle.
Yeah.
I think I might be the snickle eating champion. I did this on my radio show.
So we're asking 800-585-1051.
Simple question.
How do you like your pickle?
How do you like your pickles? How do you like your pickles, Envy? Let's start with you.
I honestly don't like pickles.
You don't like pickles?
I don't like pickles. I don't like them. Like, it's something about that pickle that's between the meat and the buns I just don't like.
So you don't like your pickles sweet?
Nope.
Do you like your pickles sour?
Nope.
Do you like kosher pickles?
Nope.
Do you like jerkin pickles?
Nope.
See, some people are scared of jerkin pickles.
What about you?
Because they're small and bumpy, and bumps on a pickle are scary. Like, what is that? Okay? I personally like my pickles on hamburgers and sandwiches. I enjoy my pickles in between the bun.
Oh, you like the bun?
Okay, I do. I like them with some meat, and then I like the pickles on top of the meat, and then the bun.
You like thick pickles or thin pickles?
I like them thin. I like to squirt the ketchup on it and squirt the mayonnaise on it and squirt the mustard on it. Oh, it's so tasty.
What about long or short?
I prefer mine sliced, but if I have to eat a pickle, if I have to like put one in my mouth, I prefer the big refrigerated joints. You know, like when you walk in the store and you could buy one for $quarter, the big joint?
Big one.
Yeah. Oh, man, I love it.
Okay. Hello, who's this?
Good morning. This is DJ King Cannon out of D.C. It's Freaky Friday. Good morning, Charlamagne. Good morning, DJ Envy. Miss you, G.
Peace, King Cannon.
How do you like your pickles, King?
Simple question.
Pickle talk, man. Pickle talk. Spicy dill pickle in my mouth, baby.
Drop one of Clue's bombs for the spicy dill pickle in King Cannon's mouth.
Spicy dill in the mouth. You gotta bite it hard too. Get in there. You gotta get in there.
Calm down, King. That sounds like it hurts. Calm down.
How many bites does it take you?
About 6 bites to the end.
All right. All right. 6 to the head. Thanks. It's Friday.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, it's Portia.
Hey, good morning, Portia. How are you?
How do you like your pickle,
Good.
Portia?
So I like my pickles with ranch or with hot sauce.
Yo, that sounds like an ill combination. I never thought about it.
It is good. But I've also had pickles with peanut butter and yogurt.
Now, see, and I'm talking to Envy. I'm not talking to you, Portia. Now, the pickle with the ranch on the end of it, I can see.
You can see the ranch, the white stuff on it?
With the pickle with the peanut butter on the end. That sounds like jail. That sounds like jail food.
That's backdoor pickle. I ain't messing with backdoor
that sounds
pickle.
like jail food. I don't know.
I ain't messing with jail
Pickle,
food.
yeah.
Hello, who's this?
This is Cash calling from Plainfield.
Hey, Cash.
Good morning, Cash.
How does Jersey like their pickles?
Firm and wet.
Firm and wet. Okay.
And my pickle's name is Amin.
Huh?
You name all your pickles?
My pickle's name is Amin, yes.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question. I mean, do you normally name your pickles?
I don't know.
No, but I have one particular pickle that I love.
Now, I know that my bologna has a first name. A lot of people name their bologna. I've never heard somebody name their pickles.
Your bologna has a first name. Oh, that's right. Oscar, right?
Yeah, yes. I didn't know pickles have names. Pickles have names. Let me Google this.
Okay. Yeah.
Pickles.
Yeah, my pickle has a first name.
Wow. And his name's Amon?
Armin.
Armin.
Does your pickles have batteries as well?
No.
Now, I'm going to tell you something. I Googled names of pickles.
Oh.
I Googled names of pickles. All I got was play, kosher, sour, bread and butter, Hungarian, Polish or German, lime or Kool-Aid. I don't see no Armin on here.
Yeah. That's my special pickle.
Okay.
All right. Well, you enjoy your pickle on this Freaky Friday, Mama.
Yeah. And feel free to share. Send us some mean pickles. I've never had that flavor.
I don't want a mean pickle.
No. You don't want none of that. That's right. That's right, Envy. You don't want that.
Nope.
Okay.
Send it up here for Charlamagne. Thank you.
Nah, I don't want it. That sounds like you got peanut butter on it, though.
Hello, who's this?
What's up, Envy?
Travis! Trav! Good morning, Trav.
What up, Trav?
How you doing, my brother?
I want to tell y'all how I like my pickles.
How do you like your pickles, Trav? Let's go, Trav.
Go.
How do you like your pickles?
I like to take a fruit roll up around it, right? And then you wrap the fruit roll up around it, and I like to eat it off like that.
Well, that's what Nick said. Nick said he likes to put fruit roll up around his pickle too. How does that taste? What is it? What's the sensation in your mouth like?
It's really, really sweet. It's sweet with a little bit of bitterness to it.
How hard do you have to bite into it, though? Because I would think that the fruit roll-up causes a little bit more resistance with the teeth.
Okay, talk that talk.
Wait, I don't bite it. Wait, we talking about a penis, right?
No, pickle! Trav, what is wrong with you?
What is wrong with y'all?
Where did you go?
You need to get your minds out of the gutter.
I just can't.
I don't know what's going on here. This is a family show.
What?
How dare y'all?
What?
Who would ever? What is wrong with people?
What is wrong with Trav? I don't know.
My God.
All right, what's the moral of the story, bro?
The moral of the story is, I mean, however you choose to eat your pickles this weekend, man, you know, it's on you. Whatever floats your boat, you know. Right. Only thing I like my pickles on is on hamburgers and sandwiches. Okay. That's it. And plain.
Okay.
I'll take a plain pickle. I'll hold it in my hand.
Yeah.
One hand.
Right to the mouth. Okay. Thin, thick, you said again? You don't like bumps? Okay. What color? Because it's like a darker one or a lighter one? Okay. All right. The Breakfast Club, good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
And
Power 105.1. Never be the same.
I teamed up with Zyrtec for this vacay season reminder. Spring is back like it never left. Vacay season is about to kick off, and allergy season is already out there bugging us. Well, bugging some of us, but not me, because I take Zyrtec, and I make sure to bring it with me when I'm enjoying some well-deserved vacation time. It's America's #1 allergy medicine, and with its powerful 24-hour relief, you can stay on top of your travel plans and all that sneezing. Zyrtec starts working at hour 1 and stays strong day after day.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got some special guests joining us this morning. We have Rasheeda and Kirk. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. How y'all feeling this morning?
Blessed. I can't complain.
All the money, huh? You want all the money.
Whatever.
Show, you want all
we
the
knew
money.
we was coming here with y'all, so I was like, boy, you got to be on point.
Yeah, before we get into Rasheeda, now, before you walked in here, Kirk, MV has some things that he wanted to ask you about, because there's something he's been struggling with, and we see your hair flourishing.
Oh, he said they see your hair flourishing. Oh, they got you.
Listen, man.
They're trying to get you already.
Everybody say that. You know what? Everybody like, yo, what Kirk did to his hair? I keep my hair cut low. And when we fasted for last year, right?
Yeah.
I didn't cut my hair. We don't eat sweets. We don't eat junk. And then I started doing all my green screens with hair. And I
everybody
can't
was like,
change it
Kirk
for the
got a
season.
toupee.
And I'm like,
Kirk got that fresh lace
but
front.
you would look at my hair.
Okay, so that's all you.
Come pull it.
Because I know you should start a new business helping guys like Envy.
So what they trying to tell you, Envy? What's going on?
Listen, my
because you look fine.
That's good.
Yeah.
But yes, so congratulations on the new show, Rasheeda. Everybody knows you for being an entrepreneur already, but I think it's great to see the behind the scenes things and some of the advice that you can give people, like the restaurant business.
Yes,
that's a tough business to be in.
You know.
Right. So let's talk about that, because you do have an episode, and I saw Yandy and Mendici were on there with you guys because they opened their restaurant too. So if you were going to tell somebody that wanted to get in the business, a lot of times people would discourage you from that one in particular.
Yes.
What would you tell somebody that's like, I have an idea, I really want to start this restaurant? What are some things you would say you need to do?
Well, first off, I would tell them, try to learn every single aspect about the business, because that business is extremely difficult. It's, a lot of micromanaging, the profit margins can be narrow. And, I just feel like with the restaurant industry, it's so competitive. It's so many restaurants. I would say, have a concept, have something that we need, have something that, that you can put out there that's a little bit different, because it's every corner. Every time you turn around, it's somebody doing it. Every week I look up and somebody's, got a new spot and doing something new. So at the end of the day, I'll be honest with people, because I'm super transparent, and I'm like, listen, if you ain't gonna be wholeheartedly into this, don't waste your time at all, not 1 minute, because you will lose a lot of money and a lot of time doing this, because it's not an easy game.
What made you jump into the restaurant business?
It was on our vision board.
15 years ago, it's like one of the things we had to cross out. I really wanted like a Twin Peaks type of thing and thing.
Kind of sports bar-y / loungy type of vibe.
And I thought that it was like more lucrative. I was thinking liquor license, a lot of money. I was just thinking of the income, not knowing the responsibility behind it. So at this point, when we got into it, we had already bought the building, purchased the building behind it, built it out. And once we got into it, we had so much invested. It was like no turning back at this point.
One other thing I would tell people about the restaurant industry is when you do get into it and you hire staff, you got to understand the importance of customer service, because those people are what people look at your business as. And that right there, if they plan, then people going, Envy restaurant is bull. That is whack. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's super important. So when you have a business that depends on other people to be on point, you need to make sure that you're training your team properly.
And the first year, I would say it was a little rough. It's gotten a lot better. People, give you praises, and you can't please everybody, but at the end of the day, it's something to have and it's something good. But for us too, it was the real estate. Like, they're building one of the largest developments in the United States. Is happening right on the corner. So it was a real estate play for us as well. It just wasn't the business, but we always try to put something in the real estate that we buy, so we not spending our own money.
How do you decide whether to lease or to buy?
Honestly, we pretty much buy. We lease in the malls, because I have the Preston, the gallery in Houston, and then Press in Atlanta and Phipps. So that's a lease obviously for those reasons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But we normally like to purchase. I have another press location that is our own standalone building, and it's on 14th Street in Midtown Atlanta. Everybody, pull up. But that building we purchased. And we try to do this thing now to where, you know, when holidays and birthdays and all that stuff come around, we'll do less of the, well, I won't say cars. That's a whole nother conversation for y'all. Envy. But we try to purchase like real estate. You know, we normally try to do that for each other for, you know, anniversaries, birthdays, and little fun stuff like that.
The cars are winning nowadays. They're appreciated.
Can't say nothing about a car.
No, you really can't. I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna give y'all that.
And the Chanel bags too.
The Chanel bag. It's a lot that's up right now, but it's a big difference.
And the Birkins.
I agree. And the Birkins.
See, the difference is you could talk about the bags, but you're not going to get rid of them. So it's not an investment.
You can't say
that's not true.
You're very, you're right about that, because I normally get kind of like classics, so I'd be like, I ain't selling my bag. I still this is for a long time, and we have this discussion all the time. We talk about the cars. I mean, like he got 15 cars.
This is the thing. I literally just said the other day, somebody like Coach K, he wanted to grab one. He grabbed my M3, and I got rid of another car, and I took that money and just brought a Urus. But I got rid of 2 of my cars.
Right.
And like when we was buying a property, I was like, I'm not going in my savings. I got rid of another 2 of my cars. It's
That's
just
true.
like,
so I give him that. I give him that. I ain't tripping.
So the cars,
you up right now, but when that thing go the other direction and they start,
they're never going down.
And some of them either break even or depreciate. I'm gonna be in that ass.
I think that'll never.
I'm just
happen.
letting you know.
Now, what about firing people? How do you handle that?
Wait, hold on. You sold your M3, your E30?
Yeah,
the red one.
To Coach.
Oh, man.
Man. 6 figures.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. It clearly was a good.
34,000.
Okay. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Now, when it comes to,
you can't be mad at that. That car.
I'm not.
I'm not mad.
85. I bought it late. 1,000. 85,000.
I paid 15,000 for my car.
Yeah, you got yours early.
See, that was hella early.
They've been trying to buy it. I'm gonna let it go soon, but I love that car. I drive it still.
I promised Coach if I got rid of it, I would let him get it.
Now, how do you fire people?
Fire their ass.
Really? So, because that's hard.
What? Okay. Go ahead. You say.
Okay, most people eliminate themselves. It's usually a holiday coming up, or it's hot outside, and they got IG, and they got an excuse, and they say they was not feeling good, but then they on IG partying, lit,
twerking.
And, you know, they come with this excuse, and we be like, "Come on now." You know.
Yeah, but you know what? The bad thing about being a celebrity and owning a business, right? You fire somebody. What's the first thing they're gonna say? They're gonna search to social media.
Oh, of course. What they do?
Rasheeda fired me because Kirk was looking at me. And
Lord. Well, we haven't had that one, but what I will say is, like, he is very true. A lot of people eliminate themselves. Like, we are strictly by the book. We write you up, 3 strikes you out. You know, no call, no show. It's over with for you. Like, it's just the real deal. And a lot of times, you know, nobody's really dedicated to the job industry right now. You know, we're in the great resignation. There's 11.5 million jobs that people walked away from. So it's a different ball game now.
I would say this: Rasheeda is the one that's like they say she's the mean one. I'm the nice guy.
He's the nice guy, and I'm bad cop. He good cop.
Yeah, so what I always do is when somebody's messing up, I always tell her, look, they don't did this, and this. I like to try to keep a good face card, so I'll be like, just wait until they do the next thing, and then you got all 3.
But what I tell you, I'd be like, and that's gonna be give her 2 weeks.
And then they eliminate
and it
themselves.
happens, and then
you don't have no problems because they know they messed up. They really set themselves up.
Right.
And everybody who's great workers, they're not going nowhere because we take care of them. Like any problems, even things happen. If they come to us with an issue, we try to make sure we can help people, and just try to let them know we appreciate them because it's hard to find good workers. Give them incentives
and, make sure, people good.
This is what always happens, right, with our business. Then somebody does get fired, and then they try to tell you everything that
everybody else did.
That everybody else is doing,
it's
but no one
snitch
tells
game
you
on
at the
10.
time.
Yes.
Because everybody's covering for each other because they're hanging out and they're friends with each other.
Yeah.
100.
Yeah.
All right, we still got more with Rasheeda and Kirk, so don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Kirk and Rasheeda. Now, Love and Hip Hop, you guys were on Love and Hip Hop, and your relationship was so open on there.
Yeah.
You don't really see that too much with people actually making it through. If you look at some of these shows, How would you say that you guys have been able to make it through? Not just TV. Like any TV couple that been going through anything, you don't see them make it.
How long you been married?
21 years.
Okay.
Together 27.
You and your wife been through a lot of stuff, right?
A lot of BS.
A lot.
All usually because of me, though. All usually because of me.
Kirk, would you say it's all because of you?
I've definitely had my share of messing up, but you know what? I won't just blame myself. It was a point in time where we kind of was tired of each other. You know, we was thinking we were going to go separate. So, I mean, I feel like I've contributed the most that people seen, you know, but nah.
True.
Because the reason I say that is it's on television. So, you know, some things you're able to deal with privately.
Yeah.
But
and it's hard.
Publicly, everybody
got
open
an
up
opinion.
An Instagram page, somebody got an
Listen
opinion.
here, honey.
Every friend that think they know you, family member, they think they know you.
Yes.
So how do you deal with it?
You know, it comes a point in time where, you know, you just got to like tune a lot of stuff out. And it can be really, really difficult. Like when him and I went through our situations and stuff like that, like I really just had to like shut down, you know, because it's like, you know, with family, with friends, everybody has an opinion. And at the end of the day, it was between me and what God has for me in my life and our relationship. And I had to realize that was one of my biggest learning lessons during that time, was just really understanding who I am and maneuvering and doing what I felt like was right, because a lot of people try to steer you in the direction that they want you to go in. First of all, a lot of people haven't even been in a 21-year marriage, or ours will be 22,
right?
20.
Married 22.
Yeah. In December. So, you know, they don't understand the levels of the relationship. You know what I mean? But, you know, it's difficult just living your life out. Everybody seeing it. You know, people, they talk about this thing still like it just happened yesterday. It's been like 6 years.
That has to be
you
the most
know?
difficult thing, because something that happened 6-7 years ago that you dealt with, and then let's say you post a picture on your whatever social media.
It
and then
never stops.
Yeah. And then somebody pick it up, and then you be cool one day, and she up mad. Like,
right. What you mean? Right.
Exactly.
What
How do y'all deal with
happened?
that? Do y'all still talk about it? Or do you get the space and be like, I ain't messing with it today?
You know what?
Go ahead. I was going to say something.
Actually, yeah, you say it first.
First thing I was going to say was we can laugh about a lot of stuff, because there's certain comments that we will never forget. Like, like maybe about 3 or 4 years ago, we were at this restaurant, Houston's, eating, and Kirk had did a video of his brownie that he had for dessert. And the girls was on there like, I hope you choke and die on that brownie. I hope that ice cream get caught in your throat. You get a brain freeze and can't think no more. Like, they just was going crazy. I was like, but we can laugh at it, you know, now. But, you know, back, you'd be like, damn, you want them to die.
You want them to die.
And then, you know what? When they do that, you end up being more defensive.
Yeah.
Because instead of you being like, yeah, I hope you do choke and die, you're like, okay,
Well,
now
damn,
y'all.
I don't want to
That's
kill him.
harsh.
Damn.
It's like, wow. Yeah, those
But my
days.
bad, I didn't mean to
No,
cut you
that's
off.
it. Those days are like, they'll never go away. But I will say this, and I hate to just be honest about it. Me being and putting my relationship on Broadway, it changed the whole aspect of just relationships, period. Like, I had a lot of guys come up to me and be like, yo, you helped me save my marriage. I went back home. We got back together. And, you know, we would even be doing, Rasheeda was still performing. We would be at shows, and it'd be like guys in Florida with the dreads coming at me. And I'm like, oh, Lord. What
finna get us.
Yo, I'm looking like, what the heck? You know, and then they like, yo, they come up and dap you up like, yo, I love you, man. You put it out there. And it really made me really understand, like, dang, our relationship really, like, helped a lot of people. Like, it was
Our
like
pain
therapy.
helped
It was
heal
like,
other people
you know,
too.
so-
You know what I mean? It
How does
ended up
that
being
work with
positive.
the business now? Because now y'all in business with each other. I'm sure you think one way, he thinks another way. So who wins in that
Okay,
situation?
so we have always been in business together since the very beginning of time. That's actually, I think we were in business before we was even in a
we
relationship.
were.
You know,
You managed the group that.
Yes.
she was in.
I actually signed them. Yeah,
Yep.
I was actually looking to sign my first group.
Yep.
So I had signed them as a group first, and time came around, and somebody had said something about Rasheeda and something to me, and then we wound up liking each other
Yeah.
years later.
and there you
Still
have
here.
it. But I think we do a pretty good job. Like, we have our
definitely
days
do.
where, you know, we back and forth and we tussle, because everything that we have is a partnership. All of the clothing stores, the restaurants, the music, everything that we do. So, you know, we have our days, but we learned over the years that it's like, okay, shut it down and let's have us time. You mad about that? We'll get over that and let's keep it moving.
So as a couple, how do y'all keep your money? Is it everything together? Is it one pot? Or
Okay.
you got your own. He got his own?
Wait, first of all, how y'all do y'all money?
Oh, it's one pot.
It's one pot?
It's one pot.
Nah, I don't got that.
It's one pot. But you know, the reason is, like I said, I've been with Gia since she was 15, I was 16. She was making more money than me when we started off. It was just always been one pot.
Right.
So can she spend whatever she want?
I can't spend whatever I want. We have to.
Okay, y'all have limitations,
if
right?
I want to buy a car, hey babe, this car costs this much.
Right.
And we talk about it. If she wants to buy a bag, she hey babe, this bag is like, we have conversations.
She sneaks everything in the house. Still to this day.
First of all, I don't.
To this day.
Okay, let's just lay this thing out in front of everybody right now. No, let me say
I'm
this.
gonna tell you how the money goes.
Okay, I'm gonna confess, ladies. Do y'all sneak stuff in the house? Okay, yes, we do. Let me tell you why I sometimes sneak. Because I have to hear a lecture about, bro, I do fashion for a living.
Yes,
so I'm going to go get Fendi Sachi. You think the new release gonna come out and I'm not gonna have it?
And she has to look a certain way because people look
and I
at
don't want to hear it because
people look at Rasheeda. She's stylish,
that's
and I'm
gonna
gonna
be a
go to
good
her store
argument.
because she knows how to dress. And
Thank
so
you.
you mix up the
Kirk, just fall back, I
high-low
got this one.
fashion.
All right.
You gotta have the hot new
But this
thing.
the difference, right?
It's all
You buy
part of
it.
her branding.
You buy this $5,000, $6,000. Shoes could be a couple $1,000.
Right.
You only wear it once.
It's aspirational
But now,
for what she does.
let's say he buys a car and that costs $20,000. He could drive that car for years down the line. So you spend money on stuff that you wear once, one shot, and then it's gone. It goes in the back of your closet. You never wear it again.
She'll
You
wear
want
it
to give
again.
it to friends or you resell it.
True.
Don't make as much money
resell.
resell
I
it.
do Rasheeda's Closet at my stores.
It's business.
And I sell it all for a low. But hold tight. Y'all gotta keep it a thou wow. Them cars come with insurance. That's a reoccurring bill every month. So that's a headache because we have
Very low
15 or
insurance.
20 insurance policies on cars, and you're one person. You don't drive half of those cars anyway. So I'm not tripping on that. But yes, I have to have my fashion, and that's the reason why sometimes I might sneak it in the house because I don't want to hear your mouth.
So all our businesses have their own account. Me and Rasheeda have
Their
our
own checking
personal
and
account,
savings,
their own
right.
checking and savings. And all the money that comes in, we equally split down the middle. So when I buy my car, it's my money. When she buy her clothes, it is her money. But when we know we about to buy a property,
Or whatever.
I just like us to be up on each other's level. So I ain't got to put more or she ain't got to put more.
But if my savings is higher than his, he gets anxiety.
So y'all look at each other's savings after all that?
Of course.
Yes. We have our own personal savings, our own personal check-ins.
I just can't let her beat me. I don't know why.
He'll literally go sell a car if my savings is more than his. No,
You
it's
know,
funny.
I've always thought, people used to say, well, how does it feel if the lady, because sometimes people think Rasheeda is, they look at Kirk and think Rasheeda
Yeah,
is
he
the
a
one
bum
with
and
the
that
money.
he
And
ain't
I was
never,
like,
yeah.
no, I invested my money into Rasheeda. I don't ever talk about it because it's all about, listen, we're a team.
Right.
I understand she is the brand. Like, you can hate me and love her. It doesn't matter. The money comes into the house. I hate to say it, but, but at the end of the day, if she's ahead of me, I don't like the feeling. So I really feel like the guys that used to talk about the woman that had more money, I guess that would have probably been me.
So you feel that? When she has more money than you feel away.
I've never had that happen before, so I don't like it. So I'll just make sure I just keep my joint up.
All right, well, don't move. We got more with Rasheeda and Kirk when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Kirk and Rasheeda. Yee?
Rasheeda, now we also saw that you were in the hospital. And was it dehydration?
Yeah.
So what was going on?
Girl, look, I was having a regular day like this, busy, going on about my business, running around. So that evening specifically, we had called all of our kids and was like, hey, let's just meet up and have some dinner together. And all of a sudden, all I know is I woke up on the floor.
We laid her out. We were standing there talking to her. She froze. We were talking and she was like, and we was looking like, are you joking? Are you going to answer? And then she just was biting her teeth, and we was like, "Oh, it got real quick."
And then I passed up.
Yeah, we laid you down.
So anyway, long story short, they called the ambulance and all that. First of all, let me just throw this in the corner real quick. Everybody family need to take some type of course. Because when I tell you,
they know what to do.
Ain't nobody know what to do. Yo, we was looking back at the footage. When I tell you, Folks was going in different directions. My daughter's on the phone talking to 911. She done hung up on them. You know they coming if you hang up on them. He's saying
She
one
didn't
thing.
know
My
the
son,
address.
he tripping. He's like, "Where's the keys? We're gonna take her to the hospital." He didn't have the
I was looking for the
keys.
keys. Kai had the keys in his pocket because I'm like, we about to go to the hospital. So I'm looking for my car keys. My son picked them up. So we all going crazy. Then my oldest son, he like, give her some air, blow in her mouth. I'm like,
Blowing my mouth up, drinking water, and he talking about blowing my mouth.
We tried to give her water. It was a mess, yo. And I'm gonna be honest. I hate to say this, but they were like just blowing some trees. So I think everybody was like
they were
in a different world.
Yes.
So it was like, okay,
blowing her mouth.
She's
drinking water, right? But on a serious note, it really was a big eye opener for me, for real, because nothing like that has ever really happened to me before. And by the time I got to the hospital and they gave me fluids, and he was like, "What do you do? What do you do? Are you stressed?" I was like, "Yeah, I got like a hell of businesses, and I'm trying to." Run an empire and be a mom and a wife, and it's a lot. And I was actually getting ready to start the Boss Moves show, and we, filming Love and Hip Hop, and it was just a lot going on, And he's like, you're really dehydrated, you're stressed out, and it made me realize how real that is, and it changed my mindset as far as like making sure, because we're so hands-on with everything, it comes a point in time where you have to delegate and you just have to like sit down.
Absolutely.
And that's what, took us to making sure we take more time, to like do stuff and to chill and to take out that time and just unplug. Social media unplug, work unplug, and just,
Yeah, part of boss moves is taking care of yourself too.
It is.
Because you can't be a good boss if you are dehydrated, if you're exhausted, if you're stressed out, and all of those things.
That's so true, and I learned.
I was going
the
to
hard
add
way.
to you. She takes a pressure pill.
Okay, so I got high blood
That
pressure.
pulls water out too.
And it does. But all we drink is water. We, because we pretty much don't drink juice and sodas and stuff like that. So a lot of times we're thinking we're drinking enough and a lot,
right?
And we're not. So that's another thing that we talk about on Boss Moves too, as far as even just like the sea moss, the elderberry, and exercising and trying to take care of ourselves. Because as African Americans, we got high blood pressure.
Absolutely.
We got a lot of things that we deal with, that we kind of push to the side and don't really take serious. But believe me, it can really, really affect you.
Yeah, sometimes I forget to eat because you're working all day.
Yes.
And by the time it's like 7 o'clock at night, you're like, damn, I didn't even eat anything today because I've been so busy trying to handle
And you
business.
have like a stupid migraine, or you're starving yourself, and that's not a good way to lose no weight neither.
Right.
Eating at 7 o'clock in the evening.
Yeah, I mean, but it's so busy. Like, you'd be like, oh, I had a photo shoot all day, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And you didn't mean to not eat.
Yeah.
And then you realize, damn, I didn't even eat anything.
Yeah, it gets
Sometimes
crazy.
I have to choose between if I want to go to sleep or if I want to eat.
Okay.
Wow. Well, when does the show come on? When can they see the show?
Okay, so the show is out now. It's available. Okay, so you can watch short episodes on YouTube, and that's Rasheeda Boss Moves. And then the extended versions are on Philo, and Philo's a streaming app. It has like 60 channels of like.
You can get that instead of cable.
You can get that instead of cable.
Subscribe to Philo.
Yes, subscribe to Philo. It's $25 a month, so it's the cheapest one.
Right.
And not only do you get like regular channels like BET, MTV, and all that, and VH1 and all that, but you also can watch movies. And it's like unlimited DVR. But you can get the whole version, the whole episodes, and it's 12 episodes total. And you can subscribe for $25 or get a 7-day free trial.
And you get and we get to see your real estate moves too.
Yes.
You bought
Definitely.
someplace in the Bahamas?
Yes.
We actually going out there next week.
We're about to go next week. My birthday's May 25th. Shout out to all the Geminis. Yes.
Geminis are crazy.
I'm really not. I'm like, cool.
I think the guy Geminis
I think the
are worse.
males, they're a little off the chain. Off chain with
They're
it.
a little worse.
Okay.
But envy, yes, property. So we are in the process of getting survey and topo on some land. It took us like 17 years to get this damn 20 acres that we got. I'm leaning more towards trying to figure out to do a JV, which I don't want to build the subdivision ourselves. I want to get with a developer, and he come with the joints.
That'll do it.
We got the land, and let's make this bag. So that's one of our newer ventures. It's just trying to figure out, exactly what we want to
Or
do
we could
with
just
that.
sell it if they
or
come
we could
with
just
the
sell
right
it if they come with the right
price,
check. But I was looking at the big check. The big check is the developing.
Absolutely. Yeah, especially if you own a building and they got to pay you tenants, if you do tenants, or if you sell the divisions, either or. Because we got a spot in Jersey that's 90 units, and we got a 70 unit one, and they do well.
Really?
Yeah, that's good money. See,
yeah.
They do really well.
See?
But it's just, it's a lot of headaches. You got to have a property manager, somebody.
You got real estate yet, too?
Yeah, I have 3 properties in Brooklyn.
Oh.
I just sold one in Detroit. I still have another one there. I just am closing next week on one upstate New York.
Congrats.
And then I have one in Miami that is not all the way built yet, but I already reserved it and put my down payment.
We was just talking about Miami possibility.
Yeah. Thinking about it.
Now.
It's high.
Miami's high right now.
I got it before that, though.
Before, see, I need to wait till that thing mellow out. What about Detroit? I've heard y'all talk about Detroit a lot.
So I have a hair store in Detroit.
Okay.
Private label extensions, which is in Atlanta also.
Yes.
And so I have one in Detroit, and then I had 3 properties in Detroit. I sold 2 of them, and I kept one. But it did really well.
Yeah, Detroit did well. We got in early, though.
I love
Super duper
Detroit,
early.
though.
We were picking it up for like 20 to 30,000.
I was about to say they was low, right?
It was low
I got one for $1,000 in Land Bank. But I will say, if I do something somewhere, I like to be involved in the community. That's why I like to do things in Detroit and be involved and make sure I know like the local politicians and business owners, because I never want to go somewhere and just buy something and flip it. Like I like to go places that I care about.
I know that's right.
Milwaukee's another good area. Milwaukee's good. Milwaukee, you can find homes that are not that expensive. It's cold, but you ain't gonna live there.
Hell no. No, I'm not.
Chicago's good too. Right where they're building the Barack Obama library.
Oh, really?
Area right around there. That's good too. That's where we've been picking up a lot of stuff.
Well, I love to see it, and I love to see you guys done weathered all kinds of storms.
That's right.
And to see how successful you are as a couple. See my girl making her boss moves. That's important for people to be able to see what you're doing. I know your mom was an entrepreneur also.
Yes.
And so that's important for like other people who look up to you to see that, for your kids to see that.
Yes, I appreciate it. And one thing I did want us to really be able to connect with the show is just being real about like business and talking about, because some people, they show the glitzy glam sometimes cap of what's going on, but
don't show the nasty side, right?
Yeah, don't show the nasty side, or just be real, or like we made so many mistakes which have built us, but now we're in a situation to where we can help other people and prevent them from making those mistakes or falling on their face. It's good for you to fall on your face because you do learn. But if you can, maybe not bust your dome so hard because, you've been informed by somebody who's been through it, then, that's what we really wanted to accomplish with Boss Moves. Just something new, change the narrative, and just kind of educate as much as we can.
There you go. We appreciate you for joining us. Rasheeda, Kirk.
Thank you. Thanks to
The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Our audible pick of the day is Finding Tamika from Kevin Hart, myself, Charlamagne the God, and Queen Erica Alexander in Color Farm Media. This series focuses on missing black women and the system that ignores them. Sign up for a free 30-day Audible trial at audible.com/Breakfast Club.
Make sure you tell them to watch out for Florida, man.
The craziest people in America come from the Bronx and all of Florida. Yes, you are a donkey.
A Florida man attacked an ATM for a very strange reason. It gave him too much money. Florida man is arrested after deputies say he rigged the door to his home in an attempt to electrocute his pregnant wife. Police arrested an Orlando man for attacking a flamingo.
It's the Breakfast Club, bitches. Donkey of the day with Charlamagne the God. I don't know why y'all keep letting him get y'all like this.
Yes, Donkey of the day goes to a Miami man named William Carroll. First of all, what does your Uncle Charla always say about the great state of Florida? The craziest people in America come from the Bronx and all of Florida. That is a fact. But one thing I don't do enough is salute the great city of Miami. Drop one of Clues bombs from Miami. The 305, one of the greatest places on the planet. We don't discuss Miami enough. I know y'all like to go down there for the weather and the beaches and the licking. Okay, and the nightlife, but Miami has contributed so much to the culture of hip-hop. Drop on the Clues bombs for Uncle Luke and the 2 Live Crew. Top 5 rap group of all time. Uncle Luke is a whole legend and should always be respected as such. Y'all wouldn't have parental advisory stickers on albums if it wasn't for Uncle Luke. Uncle Luke, was considered obscene, okay, and went against Congress to fight for the First Amendment. Artist freedom of speech, he really fought for that, okay? America labeled him explicit, which led to the mandatory parental advisory sticker you see on music now with offensive content, okay? That impacted all musical genres, by the way, not just hip-hop, all right? He fought for the right to tell big booty hoes, you ain't nothing but a hoochie mama. She ain't nothing but a hoochie mama. Hood rat, hood rat. You hear me? He fought for the right to tell Asian women all around the world, me so horny. Uncle Luke, you hear me? Uncle Luke fought for the right to tell you that Cap D is coming, and at some point after he comes, you're going to have to put your hands up high, your ass down low, and drop that boom boom to the floor.
Whoa.
That's right. Don't even. I still got them knees. You hear what I'm saying? That was a good era.
Don't play no more. That's what I'm saying. Don't play no more.
That was a good era. Have we all grown now? Yes. Do we all realize that, the music was misogynistic and sexist? Yes. But can we all admit that problematic music slapped? Okay? And it wouldn't be the same without the toxicity. And you are a liar if you say you hear that music now and it doesn't make you feel good. Okay? Drop one of the clues bombs for Uncle Luke. All right? I still listen to I Wanna Rock right now. I literally mean right now. Like, that's my joint. Okay? This man, Uncle Luke, had us screaming The Color of Feces for no damn reason. Okay? Proudly screaming out what the color of feces was just because. Some of y'all doo-doo might be green. Okay? Sometime. Might even be a little hint of red, depending on if you got hemorrhoids or how much fun you had in the bedroom the night before. But it's universally known that doo-doo is brown because of the legend named Luther Campbell. And that's why we are gathered here today, ladies and gentlemen, to discuss doo-doo. Okay, see, William Carroll is a robber who is currently facing charges of armed robbery and battery. See, a woman was walking her dog in Miami's Edgewater neighborhood. She was picking up her dog's poop when William Carroll pulled up with a knife. No need to listen to me because I need to catch my breath anyway. Okay, but let's go to NBC 6 South Florida for the report, please.
What was supposed to be a quick dog walk Monday night turned into a violent attack. Police say a woman was attacked and robbed on her way back home after walking her dog. She stopped on the stairs to her condo to pick up the dog's waist when a man allegedly came from behind with a knife and strangled her, then allegedly stole her backpack and wallet. Police caught Carroll a few blocks away, out of breath, and they say with the victim's credit cards nearby. He told detectives he didn't do it, but police say he didn't realize he was wearing one of the biggest pieces of evidence, which came from the dog. Literally. The police report states a brownish stain was seen on the defendant's shirt, matching the dog poop from the scene.
William Carroll is in jail because, number one, he's a robber, but number two, because of doo-doo. All right? This woman had the wherewithal, or maybe, just in her fighting a little, she got enough doo-doo on him for cops to notice he had a dog poop stain on his shirt. First of all, you're not just about to blend in when you got doo-doo on you. Okay, even if the clothes you are wearing are indeed a doo-doo brown color, the smell, my G, okay, the odor. We've all had dog poop on our shoe at some point in life. You can't escape that funky-ass fragrance, all right? Think about the time you had to take cleaning doo-doo off your shoes in life. So imagine walking around with it on your shirt. You throw the whole shirt away. Clearly, William's 62 years old, robbing folks at knife point, couldn't afford to throw his shirt away. But the fact you just decided to go to the cultural institution known as Pizza Hut with doo-doo on your shirt. Sir, respect yourself, but also respect the home of the Book It program. You can't just walk up in Pizza Hut with doo-doo on your shirt and get you a personal pan pie and keep it moving. And furthermore, how stink are you on a regular basis that you don't even notice you got doo-doo on your shirt? Not only did he have doo-doo on his shirt, the officers found the victim's belongings and the knife. So it's an open and shut case. Now, William Carroll is currently in the Turner Goldfield Knight Correctional Center. All you brothers in that facility who are listening to the Breakfast Club this morning, you're listening to Charlamagne, the God deliver this donkey of the day. If you don't see that man, William Carroll, and say, don't stop, pop that bussy, let me see you doo-doo brown. If y'all not calling that man doo-doo brown for the rest of his life, for the rest of his stay in that facility, then y'all have collectively failed Miami-Dade County. I'm not saying harass the man. I'm just saying his life, your entertainment, okay? Y'all just trying to kill some time behind those walls, and him ending up there because, one, he made the poor choice to rob and steal, and two, because of doo-doo. It's just too much comedy gold to not let the jokes fly. Please give William Carroll, a.k.a. Doo-Doo Brown, the biggest hee-haw.
You tired, man?
A little bit.
You sweating?
A little bit. Let that goddamn, that pop, that scarred fly one more time, though.
Uh-oh. Go. Get low. Oh, get low. Low. Megan got nothing on you. Keep going.
I'm glad you know. I'm glad you know.
There you go. Hoochie mama.
Why can't y'all just admit? Y'all be out here judging these kids. Listen, y'all be out here trying to act so woke, judging these kids for the content of their music, and that's what we grew up on. Okay?
You need oxygen, bro.
Our era was so toxic and so problematic, but so damn fun. Okay?
All right.
Do you even have those classic tunes without the toxicity? Huh?
Drink some water.
I'm fine.
Yeah, all right.
Okay? Don't think I'm not fine.
All right.
I am fine. You hear me?
All right.
I am 43 with the knees of a 41-year-old.
Look like you need a little. Look like you need a little Bengay. What?
I did say pop that bussy.
You know what?
So who been gay?
The Breakfast Club.
Hey, what up?
Power 105.1. The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got some special guests joining us today. They're the new host of MTV Raps. We have Conceited and DJ Diamond Cuts.
Yes. What's happening?
Congratulations. Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Premiering on Paramount Plus May 24th. How y'all feeling, man?
Good. You?
Blessed, black, and highly favored.
Nice.
As
Angela?
you should.
You all right?
Oh, I feel good. Thank you for
Excellent.
asking.
No problem.
How y'all feel about bringing this iconic show back, man? MTV Raps.
It's exciting. We got a lot of weight on our shoulders, but you know, it's gonna be a good look for sure, 100%.
See, that's the thing. I mean, it's always scared to like tap into something that's like that sacred. But I mean, I think for the new new lane and the generation, it's fire.
Yeah. What was the process like for you guys to even become the hosts?
We actually, it's crazy because I was actually advocating for the joint to come back forever. I kept mentioning, yo, it gotta come back, They're like, yeah. And then when they finally hit me, we're bringing it back and we want you as the host. That's just how they hit me. And then to get her, I had to do like a Zoom meeting with like a whole bunch of DJs. But then the chemistry that me and her had was just crazy. And they said, we want to see nobody else. This is it.
Did y'all know each other before?
No.
No, the first time was meeting on Zoom. Yeah. That was it, and we just clicked.
You seen Conceited on a meme or two, though.
Yeah. No, you know what's crazy? I didn't remember when we was in the car, and I was like, that's you.
Listen, we're leaving the set. And then she was just like, you the mean bull. I was like, yeah. I was like, that was crazy.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Did they incorporate that for any of the promos? They had to.
No.
Oh, come on.
I mean, well, at least we don't know yet because there's still a lot of episodes that we didn't see yet.
Yeah. Now, did Ed Lover and Dr. Dre or Fat Five Freddy, any of them consult or reach out to you guys?
No, I'm not sure if they did to the higher ups, but to us, no.
No, not yet.
At least not yet. But hopefully we do them some justice. I mean, and hopefully
they
we
might
do
be
like
waiting to watch it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
What are some things from the original that y'all are bringing back?
Yeah, so we have the live performances. Mm-hmm. So we have that, and we have ciphers, and of course, we have just like the sit down talking, just like we doing now. So it's still gonna be that same vibe, but just just with more of like a new age twist on it.
And we showing a lot of love to up and coming artists as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What is culture nowadays? Because when I think about MTV Raps, I think about like that was a show that you used to go to see the culture. But it's like, what is the culture now?
That's a good question.
Well, the culture now is I would say it's mixed. I mean, because you have you have Instagram rappers, right? And or like SoundCloud rappers. But then you have the main artists. So I think it's just like a melting pot. But you have real gangsters now. Yeah. I mean, you have
real ones.
You have real gangsters. You have snitches. You have everything. I mean, so I think the culture basically just became to whatever you want it to be.
Yeah.
It's wild.
I feel like rap is just, the culture is evolving and we just evolving with it. You know what I mean? And I think with the show, it's cool because we're adding a new twist to a legendary show with new artists and a new look. And like I said, when I watched it, some of the performances, I felt like I was watching an award show, honestly. Wow. Just the way the production was. So it's just like a new twist on something that was
definitely legendary and still is legendary to this day. So
It feels like the music is 5% of the culture now. It's like every day we wake up, we're talking about things that don't have nothing to do with music.
Niggas going to jail and
Yes, fighting. And now, don't get me wrong, it's artists that are doing it.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about their music.
Yeah, we just talking about their lifestyle.
Mhm.
Yeah, for
Are
sure.
there things you stray away from talking about sometimes? Like you're like, okay, this person's beefing with this person or this happened. And you're like, you know what? I don't want to feed into that. Or do you feel like I'm going to report on it because people are talking about it?
Well, me personally, I would stay away from it. I mean, because that's something we really do not need. I mean, and that's just like stirring the pot. We do not need
But if
more
they
of these
going to
dudes.
talk about it, we going to talk about it.
I mean, if the artist want to say it, I mean, yeah, feel free. But I don't want to be the one to like, I mean, poke in the bed and I mean, somebody get hurt, and we already losing way enough too many people, so we don't need none of that.
Yeah.
Who was on the first episode?
The first episode is Freddie Gibbs. Shout out to Gary, Indiana. Freddie Gibbs.
He just
the
got
first
into
one.
some
He's always in some.
He
To
is.
be honest, I mean, so but. Yo,
And
that-
I really like Freddie Gibbs
Yo,
as
he's
an
hilarious.
artist, as a person.
Yeah.
I don't know how this happens. I'm like, man, he's so cool. Why does this keep on happening?
Nah, this is the thing. When you watch it, you're gonna see what happens. He talks.
He says anything.
Anything. He does
He
not
talks
care. You mention him like yo, and just go crazy. So
Oh, wait a minute. Now, who did he talk about in the first episode?
Ooh.
I don't know if I should say it.
They gotta watch.
All right. So they gotta watch it. He definitely talks crazy about some people.
A lot. He just
For
talks
sure.
the whole. He just
Oh
goes
my God,
off.
Freddie.
Yeah.
So listen, in hindsight, did he talk crazy about Benny the Butcher?
No.
Okay.
No. He did not. No.
Everybody's like, And then sometimes, so how many episodes do y'all bank in advance?
Well, we did 8 this
Okay.
one. So we did 8. We knocked them out in like
A week.
yeah.
Yeah. It was a week.
So I think we was there. We're like in a total probably like 4 days. So I think we did like 2 a days. So
Yeah, we did long days. long days.
The set looks amazing. I saw on your Instagram page. Like, it looks really dope.
I told you it looked like an award show. That's what I was saying. It looks like the production, the layout of the set is. I walked in there. I'm like, oh, I didn't expect this. It was crazy.
Are there new segments that you guys introduced besides using some from the past?
No, we really kept it, you know what I mean, really traditional, really. I mean, and we do take a lot of trips. Like, matter of fact, I'm bugging. I'm lying. There is a segment on there called Yo on the Block, and where I basically visit all the iconic spots mentioned, like in like hip hop songs.
Oh, wow.
Know what I mean, so
Like what streets?
yeah, all right, I'll say one of them. I'll say one, but it's a lot.
Is it on the first episode?
The one that I'm saying is not on the first episode.
Okay.
So it's 560 State Street
in
yes,
Brooklyn,
in
right
Brooklyn.
by the Barclays.
Yes, exactly. Yes. So I mean, we pulled up on Jigga Spot. So I mean, that was dope. So that was one, but we got like 5. So it's ill.
Do you feel like you finally getting your just due diamond cuts? Because people don't know, like, even when it comes to Philly, you discovered Lil Uzi, bro. Wasn't Lil Uzi your artist?
Lil Uzi, yeah.
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 Because you didn't know that?
I didn't know that. Did I?
No, I never.
I don't think so.
I don't really talk. The only time I spoke about it was up here, and it was the last time I spoke about it.
And I'm saying it again.
Yeah.
You're like, we're gonna keep bringing this up.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I feel like. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is. I feel like people are starting to really take notice. I've been doing my thing for a minute, and I feel like I was always kind of pushed to the back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people overlooked me, so it finally feels good to have these type of amazing opportunities to happen, and just kind of continue to push it out. That I'm bold for real. You know what I'm saying?
You got a new song out downtown?
Yeah, I got my song out. Yeah, I got a new song out. It's I love making club music, so people that know me, they know that. But yeah, like I'm working. I never stop working.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I wake up early. You know what I mean? And just get to work every single day. Like, and go to sleep late.
Did
What I
Lil
do.
Uzi ever reach out?
Yeah, we spoke. Shouts to my friend
That's good.
Shantae. She was with him, and she FaceTimed me.
Wow.
And I said, girl, what if I had my scarf on?
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like my best friend. So she FaceTimed me, and Uzi was like right there on the phone. And what could we do? We just started talking, and everything kind of it was like nothing had ever happened, and everything was pretty cool. And I've been speaking to him. We spoke a few times. We text and we FaceTime each other from time to time. So yeah.
Not to like navigate the interview or nothing, but yo,
Yeah.
I just want to know, how did it happen? Like,
What?
how did you like find him?
Oh my God! You gotta watch you gotta go watch the Breakfast Club.
All right, so I gotta watch the Breakfast Club.
Yeah, that's where everybody's gonna spend a whole bunch of time talking about that again. But yeah, we cool. You know what I mean? I spoke this drama and everything's all good.
All right, we got more with DJ Diamond Cuts and Conceited when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're kicking it with the new host of your MTV Raps, Conceited and DJ Diamond Cuts. Charlamagne.
Who's the next person out of Philly?
Ooh, that's a good question. I got a lot of people that I like. D4M Sloan. I like is another artist named Lay Banks. Lil Mook, Young K. It's a lot of artists in the city right now. It's all just depends on who's gonna get their first record to kind of take them out of there. But it's a lot of artists popping in the city right now.
There's an artist I like out there. I think his name is Lil Muck.
Lil Mook.
Mook, that's Mook?
Yeah,
okay.
Mook, yeah, that's
M-U-K though, right?
M-U-K,
yeah.
Yeah, Lil Mook, shouts to Lil Mook.
Him and his man's, I forgot his man's name. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, shouts to all them. Philly doing their thing, like, you know what I mean? And we killing it right now on TikTok with the club music and stuff like that. For real, everybody's doing the challenges and everything, so it's lit. The city is lit right now. I'm just waiting for like their first artist to kind of like really take off. And shouts to Mecca too. So I gotta give a big shout out to Mec Monroe. So it's a lot of artists.
I was gonna say you're from Brooklyn, right?
Yeah. Originally from Brooklyn.
Who you like from Brooklyn right now, up and coming?
Favi, of course.
He's kind of on already though.
Yeah, but still he's on. But he's really like my favorite Brooklyn artist right now. 22 G's. I like Dusty Lil Kane. I like.
Where B Love from?
He's from the Bronx.
From the Bronx, okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's really who I really listen to the most, really.
Have you ever written songs, Conceited?
Nah, not really.
I know you freestyle. I'm like, I've never heard a Conceited record.
I'm not like a rapper. I was just a battle rapper.
Are we gonna see you do some freestyle with some battling on your MTV Raps? Are we gonna see some of your skills?
But I do hop in one of the ciphers.
Okay,
so I mean, you are gonna you are gonna see some bars, of course.
See, that makes sense though, because I mean, Tigger used to do that on Rap City, so it would make sense for a host to jump in and rap. So you only did it once?
Yeah.
You scared?
Nah. I mean, we only did a cipher. we only did a cipher like 3 times, so I just hopped in once. Yeah.
Who was the artist?
We had Simba.
Baby Tate.
Damn, what is that dude's name, man? I feel bad not even saying it. David, I know it's David something. I don't know his last name, but he was fire.
Yo,
he was actually
for real. This is unfair because it was like 50 of them.
and honestly, I know a lot of people think that we didn't really see the episodes yet. So so it's not like I mean we don't really know
how it's edited or put together.
No, so we can be watching for the first time
like, man, that didn't really happen.
Yeah, exactly.
We all watching together.
How did this impact y'all day jobs? You know, Conceited, you know, one of yours is Wildin' Out, Diamond Cuts, of course, Power 99. In Philly, how did that affect the day jobs?
It really didn't because like we taped everything in like a week. And then we had like little promos. Everything really took like 2 weeks, honestly, maybe like a week and a half. Radio, you know, we do that everywhere. You know what I mean? I be in my hotel room mixing it up. Listen, seriously, like you know what I mean. You know how it is. So it didn't really take up much time at all for me.
Yeah, at all. I mean the same because that's MTV. So I mean they made sure that the schedules were just right for me. So yeah.
Oh, it's all Viacom.
Yeah.
It's interesting, right? Because it feels like when you do radio nowadays, you can't just do radio anymore.
Nope.
Like you have to be multimedia.
Yep. Or you gonna be broke. I'ma say it right here, right now. And I got on radio, I was like, oh, that's what's up. I'm about to be. I had enough to live in Section 8. That
was it. Diamond Cut, you have a daughter, right?
A son.
Oh, son.
Yeah,
your son DJs?
He does. He likes to play around. He likes to press buttons and play around with the turntables. He raps a lot. He likes to make a lot of songs. He records on his iPad, his phone. So yeah,
he definitely got the cheat code at home too.
Yeah, he do. I be wanting him to like really pay attention, but he don't. It's all right.
Is he a celebrity at school?
He always talking about something he's done. Or we went to the I DJ'd at the White House.
For the Easter egg.
For the Easter egg roll.
Oh wow.
And the whole school knew.
Easter egg roll.
Yeah, the Easter egg roll where they do like the Easter egg roll for the kids.
That's what it's called?
Yeah. Easter egg roll.
Yeah, that's the one that Yo Gotti was there, right?
Yo Gotti, was it Gucci there?
I thought Easter egg hunt.
No, it's Easter egg roll.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the difference between
what's the difference between a roll and a hunt?
They roll the egg and you gotta pick it up with a spoon and run it. It's a little game, you know. But it was cool. This year it was about education. That's what they called it.
Education.
So clever.
Y'all should have recorded that for the show.
For real, facts. That was fun.
Education.
What other guests we got on the show this season?
Mulatto.
We got,
just Lotto now.
Lotto.
Dang,
Big
Lotto.
Lotto, the biggest. We got Trina.
Yep.
Legendary Trina. We got T Grizzly.
Yeah.
We got JID. Oh, which was one of my favorites. We got the hip hop directors. We had Chris Robinson and his son.
Yeah.
And Cole Bennett. So that was fire to me.
And for all the everybody out there that loves collectibles, we had Hebrew Brantley.
Hebrew
Brantley
shout out
was
to
up here
Hebrew.
too.
Yeah.
He
Ain't
gave
he
us
from
some
Philly?
gifts. He's
No,
from Chicago.
Chicago, okay.
Yeah. Hebrew Brantley was there.
Set Free, you know what I mean? He pulled up
Set Free.
with
Shout out to Set Free.
with Hebrew.
Yeah, so it's a
lot, damn.
listen, it's more than just music. Like you said, it's
Culture.
Yeah, it's culture, lifestyle. You know, we dig into everything hip hop pretty much.
Yeah.
Is it gonna
Dancing, everything.
Is it gonna be timely? Like
What you mean?
like say Kendrick album came out, will y'all be on that week that Kendrick album dropped?
So the plan is to change it to weekly now.
Okay.
Know what I mean? So hopefully, yeah. Yeah. So I mean, that's definitely the angle that we're really trying to go, because you know something new is happening in hip hop daily.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're trying to at least make it weekly so we can have like the latest and greatest for you. So
Right. Be up to date with the news and all that.
So everybody got to start watching May 24th.
Yep.
May 24th on Paramount Plus.
So does that mean is
MTV
it
Raps.
once a week that they put it out, or can you stream them all at once? You
Once
know?
a week.
You can binge on it.
once a week, yeah. And right now, like they're playing like the most 50 iconic original episodes. So I mean, get that and you could
Oh, that's dope.
just binge
That's a nice
that,
lead-in.
yeah. To just watch it and boom, it's gonna be lit.
Did y'all grow up watching Yo MTV Raps? Like
I did. I mean, not tremendously, but there was like episodes I definitely watched because I had like I'm the youngest. So I have older brothers, sisters, so it was definitely on in my crib for sure.
I had to do a lot of mine on YouTube, like recapping and watching a lot of the.
It was so long ago, you feel it.
But I just YouTube was like where I went to kind of like watch the older episodes that happened, but definitely watched it for sure. Yeah.
Well, I love it. I love the nostalgia of bringing something that was so important to culture back and giving it this 2022 feel. So
Yeah.
congratulations
Likewise.
to you guys.
Thank you
and
very,
make
very
sure
much.
everybody watches it because it's going to be important because we want this to be a weekly show.
Yes.
And we want to make sure that it continues
We want to make
on.
it a yearly show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Show for the year.
Season 1, season 2, season 3, season 4, 5, 6, 7, and 10.
And I mean y'all on a long, great list of hosts.
Yeah.
Bad
Yeah,
Lover,
yeah.
Fab Five Freddy, now you
Yeah.
got Diamond Cuts.
I
and
mean, what I'm
Conceited.
really hoping, I mean, so shout out
Put it
to
out there, put it out
Ed,
there.
I mean, Dre and Fab, that we could do an episode all together.
Ooh, that would be fire.
That's what I'm hoping. I mean,
That'd be fire.
that's what I would hope
Well,
to
let's
see.
put that out there.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? It's Conceited and DJ Diamond Cuts. Yo MTV Raps premieres on Paramount Plus on May 24th. Thank y'all for joining
Thank
us.
you for
My
having
God,
us.
Charlamagne, thank you. Angela Yee.
Yeah.
It's the Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Mama Glow.
Latham Thomas. Welcome back. I seen you last time you were here. I couldn't remember. I had to go do something for TV.
Yeah, and you had your book coming out,
That's right. I
which
had
is
the
doing
book
really
coming out.
well.
Yes, it's doing great. Good to see you. How's everything?
Everything is so good. I'm so glad to see y'all too. Thank you so much for having me. Always just let me come up here.
Yeah, tomorrow is the big Doula Expo.
Yes,
What
we're
is-
so excited.
Tell the people what the Doula Expo is.
So the Doula Expo is the first and only event of its kind that centers doulas, caregivers, families, and lifting up policy changes and shifts that we can make to have like better maternal health outcomes. But it's also a festival. So there's live music, there's a lot of brands activating, and it's a place where you can just kick it, chill, rest. There's food. It's just a place for community to come together. And we're really excited because we have a lot of support from local officials. We have the Brooklyn Borough President, Antonio Reynoso, who's going to come and do some opening remarks. And he's leading up the maternal health task force. And so he's really also committed to improving maternal health and making Brooklyn the safest place to give birth in New York. So we're happy to have him. And we have the public advocate, Jumaane Williams, will be there too, making some remarks. You'll be there.
I will be there. I'm in conversation. What's the brother?
Charles Johnson.
Charles Johnson. Yes.
Yeah, which we're excited about because, I think it's so important to center fathers in this conversation. A lot of us, including myself, are in a position to sort of speak from the lens of being a woman and being impacted, and having family members impacted and obviously friends by the maternal health crisis. But, we never really get to hear fathers in a certain light. And so I'm really interested for this conversation that y'all will have that can not only shed light on the lens of fatherhood, but also sort of, what fathers are doing and specifically what Charles has done in terms of impacting on legislation to improve maternal health. Yeah,
I first heard of Charles' story. I think it was on CNN, if I'm not mistaken. They did a story on him because sadly he lost his wife during childbirth.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it was unfortunate because they were inside the hospital and she was let to bleed for 10 hours internally after a routine C-section. And so he's now in a civil rights lawsuit with Cedars-Sinai, which is a huge deal because the lawsuit is actually directed towards medical racism. So it'll set a precedent, if he's able to win this case.
Wow.
I want to ask you, I know you're up here promoting this, but when you've seen all the mass hysteria about the shortage of formula, what is your thoughts on that?
So it's really interesting. I saw something that said that people were gouging folks on like eBay, selling formula for like $300.
Serious?
Yeah. And so it's interesting at the Doula Expo, we actually have a company called Bobby, which is a formula company that does a European style formula, which is important because American formula is actually like not regulated in the way that Europe regulates theirs. And so they have better safety.
What's the name of the company?
It's called Bobby, Bobbie.
Yes, I heard. You know what? I have a 5-month-old. And somebody was telling us about it, and it was saying that over there the formulas are a lot better.
Yeah,
it's like they're regulated, they're richer in ingredients.
Yes, and so and lots of people ship them, right? And so Bobby being American made by moms, people, and also scientists. Obviously, we got to get you some, if you guys are needing formula because they're just committed, and their whole thing is, creating a product, but understanding that. Breast milk is obviously the gold standard for infant nutrition, right? We know that, but not everybody gets to breastfeed. And about 3/4 of women end up using formula at some point. So it's important to have an option that makes sense for people. So I'm all for people having access. Bobby's amazing. They donated 1,000 cans of formula to the Mama Glow Foundation for us to make sure that people have access to formula. So we're really happy to be partnered with them. We'll have a conversation actually about this crisis, what it means for people at the Doula Expo too. And if people can't come, they can live stream it also. We have it on the Mama Glow Facebook. We'll be live streaming Saturday's event as well. But
I'm glad y'all having that conversation because I saw the argument this week and I was like, why does everything have to turn into an argument online? But it's like, because I think somebody said, I forgot who it was. Bette Midler. Yeah. And she just basically was like, y'all should be breastfeeding anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's interesting because we all know that like that's the best way to feed our babies. We understand that, right? Like you have to create this birth village around yourself, but not everybody has access to that. So yes, it's cheap, it's free, it's the right temperature when you do the breast milk, right? It comes out the temperature it needs to be. It has all the nutrients the baby needs, and we advocate for that. But we have to also understand there are social factors and also health factors. Some people have, one of the things that I love about Bobby, for instance, is they actually donate formula to women who've had mastectomies, who haven't been able to breastfeed because of cancer, right? And so, there's reasons for why people can't do it. And instead of judging, because it's really not the time to judge, babies need to be fed.
That's
and
right.
so the goal is to make sure babies are fed.
Absolutely.
That's why you got to go to the Doula Expo tomorrow.
Yeah.
Get information like that.
Yeah, give them the information again and how they could, if they can't make it, how they can live stream.
Yeah, so you should come to join us in Brooklyn, 25 Kent. It's in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, really easy to get to. It is from 10 to 6 on Saturday. And on live stream, it's on Facebook at Mama Glow on Mama Glow Facebook platform for the Doula Expo. You'll see it there. You can just join the live stream or set a little alert. And the live stream will start from like 11 a.m. onward. And then we're excited. I mean, the conversations are going to be amazing. We have a live performance from Lion Babe, who will be talking, about her birth experience. She also used doulas, but she's also going to give us a nice special performance. So it's going to be really exciting. So just come through. And if somebody's coming from the Breakfast Club, I know a lot of folks in our community would like to come. And I know folks have been impacted by COVID and, money is tight for folks. So if you guys want to come, if you're listening, if you're local in the tri-state area, you can use the code The Breakfast Club, and then that'll get you free entry into the expo, and we'd love to have you come.
Oh, wow. What's the website again so they'll know that?
DoulaExpo.com, and the code to register would be The Breakfast Club at checkout.
And if somebody out there is considering a doula, and they have a lot of questions, why would you encourage them to come to the expo?
Yeah,
tomorrow?
So this is a space where you'll be able to meet doulas and care providers. You'll be able to meet organizations that are actually impacting on policy, like the March of Dimes. They're having a listening lounge, and they'll be doing a policy-driven conversation in the beginning of the day, but they have a lounge where you can come and share the experience that you had in your birth or what you're hoping for. You can talk to doulas and other care providers. You can talk to people if you're on your fertility journey. There's a company, Ovia Health, which we're excited about. We'll do a whole kind of fertility myths and truths so that you can understand how to optimize fertility. There's all kinds of things along the pre and postnatal continuum in terms of conversations that we're excited about. But it's just going to be amazing. And also Karen Parsons, who y'all know from Fresh Prince, she's our MC.
Okay.
So she also is a big supporter of
Hillary.
doulas as
I don't
well.
want to say Hillary, but Hillary.
Banks.
Yes.
Hillary Banks. Okay. Hillary Banks is also one of our MCs. So it's just gonna be a fun day. So just come through. If you have children, we have a play area. I'm most excited about this because I wish I could go play the whole day. But there's an incredible company founded by two fathers called Lalo. And they make all this amazing play furniture for kids. So we have an incredible play space. It'll be like school, but the kids can play. We have Play-Doh. We have activities.
So give them the location again.
25 Kent, Williamsburg, Brooklyn. DoulaExpo.com to get tickets. We can't wait to see y'all. And gift bags are going to be crazy, so don't miss it.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us again. And get out there this weekend. It's supposed to be beautiful this weekend, so see you out there. That's Saturday from 10 to 6 p.m. 25
The Doula Expo
in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. And we appreciate you for joining us.
I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much.
It's Latham Thomas. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Now, Charlamagne, you got a positive note?
Hey, I do have a positive note, man. I know this is just going to fall on deaf ears in this social media era that we live in. But I just want to tell y'all, if you didn't see it with your own eyes or hear it with your own ears, don't invent it with your small mind and share it with your big ass mouth. Okay? Okay.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?